third front top, is it? What we meant to do? No, you're not allowed, Mare. You've just got to keep going around and around
You don't know, do you?
and around. How do you say thank you?
Take a shot of the room.
Sure about that? He said, Mare, you can't do what? These beauties have been going round all night. Unreal. Found them, ma'am. We'll just explain what's just happened. So, we're now on an empty bus, which is a bonus, but we got off the aeroplane and we had no cases because they were sent here yesterday and they were going around and around on a carousel on their own. I was so excited to see our cases that we picked them up, ran to the bus and then forgot all the rest of our bags.
Yes, because literally we put them on a trolley and we don't normally go in trolleys, we just got off and left it.
And then we've had to go back into the airport, sweet talk all the police, get put through to international arrivals, go through a voice translator.
Now they've made the bus out very special.
Now we've got an empty bus, but we've got our cases and our bags. And onwards and upwards. Tomorrow we go see an Arb ruin. Here's one. What are we getting to eat, ma'am?
I think we're going to go with hungry.
Ah.
What is that?
Meat.
Yes. What meat?
Which?
No. What animal? What animal? Moo cow? Sheep?
Moo. Bah, Is it? Which animal? Which animal?
Not meow. It's not like a horse.
Lamb. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Which one is that? Which
Lamb.
One is that?
Bah.
Which one is that?
Thank you.
Okay. Here we go.
Lamb's all right, yeah.
That's it as well, yeah.
Is your mouth burning, man?
Ah.
Gonna try a bit.
That'll upset your tummy.
I'm only gonna try that a tiny bit with a bit of.
Go away.
It's just onions, isn't it? Right, I'm saying this, but tongue's on fire. We've got yoghurt to stop the burning. But tonight we were going to take it easy and just go for something like a pizza. This is what we've got. Red hot chili peppers. Goodness knows what that is, but that's as hot onions. Underneath there you've got quite a lot of heat going off there, haven't you, ma'am?
very hot.
It's very hot,
This isn't hot. This isn't it.
and but we're loving it. Gobekli Tepe. This is the Urfa statue. It's the oldest life-size statue to have survived intact to the present. Limestone statue, 1.8 meters. And thought to be 12,000 years old. And this is how they built Gobekli Tepe 12,000 years ago, with an hammer and a bit of wood. Or at least that's the official explanation. Who knows? Ancient artifacts. The most ancient artifact you'll see is just right over there, look. With its blue top on and its tortoise like rucksack, scratching its nose in quandary. The most ancient artifact. So in the Sanliurfa Museum, this exhibit all original artifacts from Gobekli Tepe brought here for exhibition, and we can look at these carvings, 12,000 years old. Most of these are boar, lion, leopards. This one's just labelled as animal. Kind of looks from the front like a turtle. But look at that.
Göbekli Tepe'nin hızlı olan maketiymiş aşkım.
So this is a mock-up, life-size mock-up of Gobekli Tepe, which we're going to soon. When we go to Gobekli Tepe, we're not actually allowed to get at this level. We'll be looking down at these statues from above. And here we are, I'm the only one in here. And it's quite amazing. Carved in relief at Gobekli Tepe 12,000 years ago, before the invention of bronze, the wheel, before they'd invented rope. Carvings in relief, aligned to the stars, all at a time when conventional archaeological theory says that we were at an age of hunter-gatherer, deeming something like this feat extraordinary, and hence questioning our anthropological event dates, where humans A little bit more advanced than what was previously thought at this stage. I guess this place says absolutely we were. So my mum thinks there's a possibility that what is described as being a snake or serpent, which is found all over the Gobekli Tepe place, what happens if it was a sperm and they had access to ancient microscopes? So I pointed out that if that's true, and being the fact that this is on back of someone's head, does that make this one a dickhead? She's laughing now. Just in case it starts raining. On the bus to Gobekli Tepe, it's cost 20 Turkish lira, which works out at about £1.30. There's like a mother's head. There's a few Gobekli Tepe roundabout. Last leg, there's a little shuttle bus from the visitor centre to the Gobekli Tepe. Excited, man? See, this face here, this is an excited face because that there is Gobekli Tepe. 12,000 years ago in southeast Turkey, the pre-Neolithic, at a time where it's been established for many, many years, humans were pre-pottery hunter-gatherers. Here in Gobekli Tepe, humans had achieved such masonry skills and endeavours as to complete all of this. And it makes us question just exactly how this was done. Was farming around in order to achieve this kind of skills, carvings in relief and such exquisite masonry using 30-ton blocks carved out of bedrock. This would have taken years and years, decades father to son, teaching these skills, which means that people were too busy to be hunting and gathering. It's fascinating, and it rewrites the human timeline, the human story. Gobekli Tepe is just one of 20 such sites in this area. Three handbags. That's what they look like. Handbags similar to that, found across different continents, all the way to Peru, Bolivia, Egypt, here in Sanliurfa, Gobekli Tepe. Here comes Mum. Umbrella up in case it rains. Just leaving Gobekli Tepe, which we both found was pretty goddamn awesome. Give us a smile, Ma. She's a bit warm. It's 40 degrees. Cheers. I'm up at Sanliurfa Castle. There's the 2 Roman columns. Sanliurfa Castle is thought to be over 10,000 years old. Well, actually it was built on a mound, a Neolithic mound. 10,000 years old. So this is Sanliurfa. Just ahead there, I'll try to zoom in. We've got the Sanliurfa Museum. That's the largest museum in Turkey. And then the domed one just in front of that, that's the Mosaic Museum. And in the hills and the mountains over this way, we're heading towards the Syrian border and Karahan Tepe, which is somewhere that we hope to be visiting tomorrow. It's not a particularly great shot of Sanliurfa Castle because I'm on the other side of a barbed wire fence. I'm just showing you so you get an idea of the size of this moat. This castle was considered to be impenetrable, and you can probably see why. Look at that, you'd never scale that. It's a bit of view.
Bunlar aslında şey yapıyor. Bunlar aslında ısırıyor.
Ablam işine de dediniz mi?
I've just paid to go to the loo and I'm a little bit worried what we get for our money. I won't record this next bit. It's looking good, Ma. So, coming here, we've got to take our shoes off, but I've stood in a load of muck and mud. Here she is. Let's go see. Okay. Ma'am, you can't take her anywhere. Oh dear. She's banged her nut because she went in the wrong hole and she wasn't allowed in there, it was for the men. Never mind. We're going to get a doctor to have a look at it. Stitch the old nut. This is holiday.
Sit down.
This afternoon, on our intrepid travellers, we've ended up in here, haven't we, Mum?
How old are you?
How old are you? 80.
You okay? We've been in the hospital about 15 to 20 minutes. She's had her head stapled, inspected, a cannula installed, she's had a tetanus jab, and now she's getting a CT scan. And I'm not exaggerating, 20 minutes. Actually puts our service to shame, I'm afraid. Don't it, ma'am?
Yeah.
Just rest still. Rest still, he won't start it till you're ready to go.
It's very uncomfortable. We can't do this.
You're going to have to, because he won't set it off till you're ready. Quick morning. On the way to Karahan Tepe, we've turned off the main road, coming through this small village. Heading towards the mountains on a nice new road. So approaching Karahan Tepe from Sanliurfa, coming through, we come on the main road heading out towards Gobekli Tepe, and then we turn off through this quarry, which is about 10 kilometres of rough road, and we should be there any moment.
İstediğiniz yere geldiniz.
And here we are, arriving at Karahan Tepe. In the middle of the mountains, heading up to Karahan Tepe. There is a visitor centre here. Trust your sat-nav, because you go through a quarry, it starts to get a little bit intimidating as to whether or not you can get stranded in the desert, but actually the sat-nav nails it and get it just about right. behind me. There it is, Karahan Tepe. Yeah, so what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Yusuf. Welcome to Sanliurfa in Turkey.
Thank you.
I am with a friend, nice friend client from USA. He is here to explore Karahan Tepe with me. I'm trying to do my best. And after here we go to Gobekli Tepe and the birthplace of Abraham and his holy fish lake. And we can ask to our guests, what's your opinion about Urfa and Karahan Tepe? Are we happy?
Know yet. It doesn't matter how much we read about these things, the answer is not clear. There's a lot of good ideas, but we don't know why.
It raises more questions than it gives answers.
It does.
Things, and we need to have a patience and to see what's happening here. Because what we learned about Gobekli Tepe so far, and the excavation is still going here, will change many things.
Yeah.
That we know.
It will, I think.
So we invite all people from all around the world to come Urfa, Sanliurfa, and to explore, visit Gobekli Tepe, Karahan Tepe, and all other beautiful sites in Mesopotamia.
So here on the mountainside, there's just the tip of another pillar, and just in the distance there you can see another one. So right where we're standing now, when this is excavated, this is towards the very top of Karahan Tepe. You can well imagine that there's going to be another site just here. And my guide Mustafa, he's shown me another site down there, which you can just see the top of the T-stone pillars. There's thought to be between maybe 20 to 23 similar sites in this area. T-shaped pillars are installed into that base. Well, this is at the very summit of Karahan Tepe, and that does look to me, it could be bedrock, or it could actually be artificial floor. Chisel-like markings. Hopefully it comes out on this video. You can see here the line going down. There's all the way down. Showing these chisel-like markings. I've just poured water on this little bit of slab. There you go. You can see the shapes as they're chiseled away. size of the pits and the T pillars that we've seen. It actually looks like it could be a T pillar, or the remnants of one of the pillars, or something that's been shaped, perhaps not finished. I have to say, it is quite awesome standing at the summit of Karahan Tepe. There's ancient archaeology absolutely everywhere you look, from T-pillars sticking out of the ground. You've got holes that have been chipped away at all over the place. Nobody really quite understands why they were made, and there's just nobody around. It is difficult to find, but it's doable. I've just been having a conversation with a Spanish lady who presumes perhaps the holes were made for irrigation, watering, grow things. I'm not so sure.
Aynı zamanda alanda da taşıyıcı sütun görevi görüyorlar. Taşıyıcı sütun görevi görüyorlar. Ortada genelde yapıyorlar. Böyle T şeklinde çatı. Bunların çatıları ahşap çalı taşlar ve üstüne kerpiç sıvı. Kerpiç evler yapıyorlar, çatılar. Bunların durumu bu. Bir teknoloji.
Şu mu ana kaya dediğin?
Ana kayanın kendisi bu. Dağın kendisi bu. Evet. Gördüğünüz gibi orada dağı koymuşlar. Burada da koymuşlar. Burada da koymuşlar. Yukarılarda da koymuşlar.
Böyle bir şey yaptılar. Yaptılar.
Euro 4 araması falan hepsi yapıldı. Araması yapıldı. Bu kadar da gelişmişlik yok. Kısacası bunlarda mağara kültürü diye bir şey yok. Mağara daha henüz böyle şey yapmak yok. Yani
Şeyde benim gördüğüm belgeselde, burası için değil, Türkiye'de değildi o. Suudi Arabistan'da bu yanardağ patlamalarından oluşan lavlar var ya, onlar şey yapmıştı, yeraltı kanallar açmıştı.
Etched into this wall. Difficult to see because it's in silhouette, but there is actually a snake. And at the front end of the snake there's a head just there in the centre of the frame of a wolf, just laid on the floor. Karahan Tepe, we've got a T pillar. If we look closely, we can see the little pot marks. How this thing was made. Here's the visitor centre and restrooms at Karahan Tepe, and I must say they're clean and they're very good. We're looking at Urfa Man, thought to be 12,000 years old and found in Sanliurfa, southeast Turkey. Here's a statue of human carrying a leopard, or it could be a human being attacked by a leopard. And there's the face. This is an artifact in the Karahan Tepe part of the museum. Which is pretty cool. Homeward bound.
Looking like this.
What you got a mask on for? We're outside. Next stop, Istanbul, Manchester, Barbados. Been fab. Been fab, hasn't it, ma'am?
This has been fab, yeah. I'm glad I'm going home now.
Istanbul Airport, gateway to the world. Our flight home, going up Gobekli Tepe aeroplane.